So I did a little bit of internet research about this Hondata mod, and it's not really anything to write home about, but it just means taking out your airbox and cutting out some of the webbing inside it. I think I'm going to give it a go. This airbox is battered anyway, so I haven't really got anything to lose. I've taken the battery out, but I didn't need to do that. That's just because the battery's flat, don't worry about that. So it's very simple to take out the airbox in these. You've obviously got the Jubilee clip, which I've undone already, just there, 10mm, and then you've got this 10mm there, 10mm there, and 10mm underneath this little cover thing, and the airbox will just come out. This is already snapped off, as I always keep on mentioning, wasn't me. Here we have on the right hand side the long bolt, left hand side we've got the short bolt and the little nut, and this is out there from that Jubilee, and then this is just basically free to come out. I'll just pull out with two hands. So these are all 8mm. This one's so rusty it's gone down to being 7mm, which is fun. So all I've done here is whack on a 7mm socket. I'll just try and undo that one now. So this one's undoing, which is good. Loosening 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of those 8mm, or 7mm one of them was. Shows you the air filter, and it's obviously how to change your air filter as well. You can obviously take that off. So we managed to get a bit of holly through there, it's festive. And the mod. So, the mod, as far as I understand it, is really a matter of just cutting back some of this. What I should do really is mark it up. Okay, so what we've got is basically cut down there, right round here, all over here. So it'll be the same there. Just cut down here. I'm going to use this rotary tool for all this. Put a cutting bit on it. So look what I've got. So we're part way through. I wonder why my rotary tool is having such difficulty doing it. It's because it's so thick down there. It's about 1 centimetre thick. It's so thin at the top, you kind of think it's going to be thin the whole way, but it's actually incredibly thick. So done some of that, got my snips as well, and I'm kind of eating into this area, and I'll go back to my rotary tool once I've tidied up a bit of this. So I'm kind of nibbling away. It's like an Easter egg, this thing. Just kind of crack it a little bit, snap it, and yeah, I don't know how much I'm going to go on here, but we'll see. Right, we're into the main bit now, just trimming these bits off with the snips, and keep on going. Right, that's about as much as I can safely snip out. Now I'm going to go back to the deburring tool and just kind of neaten what I've done up. That's what we're going to end up with. There's probably neater ways of doing this. I certainly just hacked it a bit, but I don't want to get too close to the edge here, because obviously this airbox still needs to be, you know, give or take, not airtight, because it's got a hole in by the factory anyway, but you know, I don't want to snap this thing in half as well, even though it's not in the best of conditions anyway. So that'll do. I've got the little deburrer, again probably not really the best tool for the job, but it's done a job. Clean all the burrs out now, and just put it back on the car. I can't imagine it's going to make any real big difference anyway, but seeing as this airbox is very much second best and all snapped up anyway, I thought, you know, it's not cost me anything to do it. It's a bit of time, tiny bit of effort, and we'll just see what we think. So I just used the hose on this. Still got a bit of water on it, but I just got rid of all the little bits of plastic and stuff. Obviously you don't want to leave them just floating around your airbox, even though you have got your air filter there. It's just bad practice. So just leave this to dry out a bit more, and then stick it back in the car. Then this is with the air filter installed. Then just pop this back on here. Just tighten up each of the 8mm fixings. Then just putting the air filter back, just make sure it's on this back peg there, and then just kind of put it in position, snug it down a bit, and then get this lower dirty air pipe on. It's definitely where not having the battery in place enables getting this dirty air pipe on really easy. And then the clean air sign, just put that on. Like I say, this is all snapped off from before, whoever had the car before me, so that's there. And then just tighten everything back up. So that Jubilee's tight, this is pushed back in there because it's come out. The dirty air pipe, as I said, is tightened up, and these 10mm 3, 1, 2, and this one with the cover on now will tighten up. So that's done. Just need to grab my battery now because it's been on charge. Right, battery's all down and the connections are all tightened up. So start her up. It's about the same. Hard to say. It's going to drive to see where I notice any difference.